Next, we're going to add one more level to our study with negative exponents. So in example 1 here, we have an expression that has a couple different operations in it. In example 1a, we have a multiplication and we have an exponent. In order of operations that exponents have to happen first. So we'll do 3 to the negative 2 first. That's 1 over 3 squared, or 1 over 9. And now 2 times 1/9 is the same as 2 over 1 times 1 over 9. So that's 2/9. In B, we have the same expression but with parentheses. So parentheses have to be done first here. So that means that we're going to do 2 times 3 first, and then we're going to raise that to the negative 2 power. That's 1 over 6 squared, which is 1 over 36. Two totally different answers if we change the parentheses or we add parentheses. All right, let's try the same thing with fractional bases. So here we have an exponent that applies to the parentheses. So we have to do that operation first. So I'm just going to bring down 2/7 times first. And then 1/3 to the negative 1 is the same as the reciprocal raised to the positive 1 power. Well, that's just 2/7 times 3 over 1, and that's 6 over 7. All right, let's do the same thing, but with parentheses this time. That means that the inside of the parentheses has to be done first. 2/7 times 1/3 is 2 over 21, and then that all has to be raised to the negative 1 power, which is the reciprocal raised to the positive 1 power, or just 21/2. And by the way, leave your answers in improper fraction form. Don't try to change to mixed numbers or decimals. That's more work than we want to do. All right, now try this one. Pause the video while you do that. All right, did you get 5/8? Awesome. All right, now try B. Same thing, but with parentheses. Pause the video while you do this. All right, did you get 36/25? Remember that when you get 6/5 squared, that means 6/5 times itself. 6 times 6 is 36. 5 times 5 is 25. All right, let's continue on. Now we're going to add some more operations here. Here we have a subtraction and 2 exponents. The exponents have to be done first. 5 to the negative 1 is 1 over 5 to the 1, so that's 1/5. And 3 to the negative 2 is 1 over 3 squared, so that's 1/9. Now we just need a common denominator in order to subtract our fractions. So we can take the first fraction and multiply it by 9 over 9. That'll give us 9/45. And the second fraction and multiply it by 5 over 5, and that'll give us 5/45 for a final answer of 4/45. Let's try B now. We have some exponents here. 4 to the 0 is just 1. And 3 to the negative 2 is 1 over 3 squared, or 1/9. Now we have 1 plus. We need to do the multiplication first. So that's 2 over 1 times 1 over 9 is 2/9. Now we need a common denominator. 1 is just 9/9. So 9/9 and 2/9 are 11/9. Improper fractions fine for an answer. All right, let's try C. We have an exponent to do first, so I'm just going to bring down my other operations. And 6 to the negative 1 is 1 over 6. Next, multiplication. But remember, 5 is the same as 5 over 1, so that's going to give us 5/6. Now we need a common denominator, and if you can put your 3 over 1 if you want to, and then multiply that by 6 over 6, so that we get 18/6 minus 5/6 is 13/6. Now let's try D. Exponents first. So 2 to the negative 3 is 1 over 2 cubed, which is 1 over 8. And 3 to the negative 1 is 1 over 3 to the 1, which is 1/3. So now we have 1/8 plus 5 over 1 times 1 over 3 is 5/3. We need a common denominator. So we'll multiply the first fraction by 3 over 3 and the second one by 8 over 8. So that gives us 3/24 plus 40/24 is 43/24. We can check to see if that reduces, but 43 is a prime number, so it's not going to. All right, pause the video while you try A on your own. All right, you should have gotten an answer of 23/40. Now let's try B. Remember, exponents first. Pause the video while you do this. And for this, you should have gotten a result of 2/7.